Starting a brewery wasn't really in plans, but to be able to make beer, the beer we want to brew at home here in Door County, it was a great chance for us. We're trying to brew beers that, aren't done a whole lot in Wisconsin, so we're really trying to do things a little bit differently.
For this Chef Talk with Kyle Cherek, I catch a cup of coffee with Chef Nick Johnson of Robinia Courtyard, which is more than the sum of its parts. A cafe in the front, 2 restaurants, and then this gorgeous courtyard. He has done the proverbial Stations of the Cross of Madison cooking and is a wealth of experience. More than anything, he's probably the singular, most humble, self-possessed chef I have ever sat down and spoken with. Semi-finaled for the James Beard Award years ago. He really just wants to cook great food, put it out for people, and give back in that manner. It's Chef Talk with Kyle Cherek and Chef Nick Johnson at Robinia Courtyard. So you're 37. Mm-hmm. You're at the very tip of when it was actually cool to become a chef as a career. Everybody before you was considered a degenerate,
right, or
not worthy for other type of work, even if they were wildly creative and super tasters and incredibly quick at cooking. I mean, within their own culture, they were appreciated. But you, for American culture, you're the very first year, basically, of it's cool to be a chef.
It's I mean, that's why I got into it. I mean,
because it was cool.
Well, no, because I didn't go to college. I grew up, poor. I grew up, very humble.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back and do I wish I paid more attention in high school? Do I wish I did this? And I go back to say the what ifs, because if I did that, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I like doing what I'm doing. The one time where I remember I came home and I was working at a butcher shop, and the lifestyle in Stoughton, you work, you go to the bowling alley or wherever you go and you drink and you do all this stuff, and that was a thing. And then there's one day my mom's like, is that what you want?
There's more
life?
for you.
Is that what you want your life to be like?
Yeah, there's more out there.
And from that point forward, I culinary school, did all my thing, and I moved out of Stoughton probably 12 years ago.
That one talk from your mom.
That one slap in the face, being like, do you want to be the person like everybody else in a small town where you work and then you go to the local tavern, you go to bed and you get up and you work again?
Is she proud of you?
I hope so.
You have 3 restaurants. You have Barola, which is a wine bar that has small thematic plates.
Yep.
You have Julep, which is Southern style, because that makes perfect sense when you have a wine bar.
Yep.
There's a cafe in front that you supply food to, but you guys don't run the coffee.
Yep.
And then there's Robinia Court, which is this whole thing.
So there's 4.
So there's really 4. Because it's one kitchen, 4 restaurants, and how many burners?
6.
6 burners.
We have 6 burners, a convection oven, and a flat top. And there's a grill.
It's hardly like infantry support.
Yeah, I mean, we do, before I came in here, a lot of the stuff from the cafe was derived off of other things,
right. Right.
But I kind of I look at it as that took away,
Mm-hmm.
So I basically made it, so you go in the back, the Southern, you go in the front, and you get a jambing, like a Chinese street food item. And I want every place to be different.
You came in and your mom's voice was in your head, and it was like, there's more out there.
Yeah.
You can be better.
Right.
So when I reached out to you to do this interview, you said something that no chef has ever said in the 100+ episodes we've done.
Oh.
And it was, I'm really humble. I just want to be clear. I don't have this great New York, Chicago, Paris, European lineage. I'm a guy that cooks.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say that, but you said everything else. But you essentially said, I'm just a cook. I work really hard, but I just want to be clear that this is what you're going to get when you come.
Right.
In over 100+ interviews, no one has ever said that to me before we brought the cameras.
Okay.
I mean, I think that sums you up.
Yeah, I mean, I want to clear up, I didn't, I didn't start Robinia, so I'm not going to take credit for the concept.
Right.
I've always been humble. I don't if all I really want is my peers, to respect me and kind of hey, I'll come do dinner with you, and I'm not really into the the limelight. I want to maybe like represent an idea that like you can be a chef and other people look at you as like put you on like a higher pedestal. And I look as like, you know, if you think you're number one, act like you're number two, still trying to get there, because I think that like kind of like, you know, you constantly have to move forward. And I learned that lesson when I was at Magnus, and I got some like James Beard recognition for like semifinalists, and I felt in my own thing, I felt like I became complacent, and I let victory defeat me. You know, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't change anything dramatically to get this, so I don't have to change anymore.
Right.
So now it's like, I always act like I'm down here trying to get there.
Party fillets. One is rare.
Some filet, one rare.
One chicken. Party style. 7 party salmon. 2 mushroom